Alright everybody, so hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy the Crystal Chronicles. Now that we've actually made it to the Mushroom Forest, we're going to go ahead and get the Mushroom Forest started. We're going to go ahead and go back for our second cycle. We are going to have to do 3 full cycles of this place to see it in its entirety. But we should be fine. Second cycle, actually, there's quite a bit that goes on. It's another one of these worlds where it actually changes quite a bit in the second cycle. So throw in the bios before we continue on. Alright. Same layout as before. However, there are mushrooms that have grown since the last time we were here. I mentioned it the first time around that some paths were not available in the first year, and the mushrooms have to grow. There's going to be one path available in this cycle, and then on our third cycle we come back. Every single area of this dungeon will be accessible. So, as you can see, that Airmon went down a lot slower than it did the first time we were here. Like I said, enemies get a little bit tougher each time you're around, but not by a whole lot. So it would still be very wise to have gravity. This path here was the one I was talking about. This was not accessible in year 1, but you can see that, or not year 1, sorry, cycle 1. But you can see that the mushrooms have grown and we can now walk across the path here. And there's actually 3 sweet treasure chests waiting for us, which is awesome. I also get some new enemies. Lots of good stuff. I actually died in practice, which I'm kind of shameful for. There was no reason to die, but I just got I got overrun by enemy mobs and I wasn't thinking. You can see now this is kind of a time where I have to be a lot more careful, whereas before I was just running up to the enemy and hitting it, allowing myself to take hits. But now you can see it's getting a lot harder. I can't just do that. I almost died on just that one enemy. And up ahead there's going to be a mob of about 3 enemies, and they all are a pain in the ass because they all do long distance hits. So you can't really keep a distance because they're going to hit you. But you can't get up ahead either because they're also going to hit you if you're up ahead. So what I'll do is I'll equip a Phoenix down just in case I do die, and then I'll also demonstrate what it looks like when a Phoenix down revives you. Only if you have one in your command slot. Keep that in mind. If you have a Phoenix down in your inventory but you don't use it, it's not going to work. Let's try this method. Let's go ahead. If we can do it. Oh no, they're going to see us. Crap. I was going to say, let's go ahead and put that water there and then maybe, freeze it and freeze somebody, but that didn't work very well. Plus we dropped it, so I'm glad the water went on the floor anyways. But this is the mob I was talking about. These guys are all really annoying. They all take off quite a bit of damage. You've got the stone plant thing shooting at you. And then the Oshu, or Ochu, or whatever the hell it's called, is actually kind of tough to defeat, which is quite annoying and very irritating. So it's completely up to you what you want to do. Just maybe take it one at a time. Maybe hit one, go to the other one, make circles around them so they can't really catch up to you as easily. That kind of probably be my method, especially the Ochu. He's really annoying. You can see it, I'm almost dying. What is this? Even just running circles around these guys. And it's not like my defense is bad either. I mean, it's not like I'm lagging behind on equipment or anything. At least I don't think I am. I think I'm alright, but it's just, yeah, they get a lot tougher. These stone plants are taking off like a heart, which is absolutely brutal. I should be doing focus attacks, but I just don't have the time for it. There we go. That will make things a lot easier, because the Ochu likes to cast slow, and it likes to cast poison or toxic or whatever, so that's kind of nice. But those hell plants, or they're not hell plants, sorry, that was the cycle 1 version of them. The stone plants teamed up with something can be really annoying. So that took me a lot longer than it should have, sorry guys. But I could have just ignored them and grabbed the chest, but I didn't feel like it. An iron sallet, we can't use that. That chest gave me nothing, that was a rip-off. And a mithril shield, so I can't use either of those things. The sallets are for the ukes and the shield is for the clavat, so that was a complete waste of my time, but I figured I'd show that off anyways. You can take this mushroom, I think, and it will bring you back over here. So you don't have to walk all that way, which is kind of nice. It's one of those shortcuts that's actually useful, which you don't really find a lot of those, so that's really nice. I was actually surprised coming in here through practice how much this place actually kind of challenged me. So don't underestimate these worlds. So there's nothing over there. Let's continue on this way. Again, we've got the arm on. I wonder if I can... I don't think I have another spell. I don't think I picked up another one. Or else I was going to make gravity just to get it out of my way, but that's okay. I guess I'll just have to go with good old-fashioned physical attacks. But again, it's a lot easier to use gravity on flying enemies. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Iron. Can use that later. More gremlins. Gremlins are pretty easy to defeat. You're still seeing cycle 1 enemies, which is nice because they're not really all that much tougher. Kind of like gremlins. They're kind of an interesting character design, but thank you. And other than that, the first path we went down, that should be it. The rest of the world should be totally as it was in the first cycle. So I guess I can pretty much just speed run the rest of this, but again, I might as well just defeat the enemies while I'm here. I won't be saving though, so I don't think I will. I won't be saving now, but I don't know if I'll come back here, because you actually get quite a few drops from here where they're actually not too bad. So I don't know, we'll have to see. But I've already collected 2 drops, and I have like 4 more worlds to demonstrate, so it's going to be really hard to choose which world I'm actually going to use as my final one to get the items before I save to go to year 4, so I don't know, I'll figure it out regardless. Or maybe I shouldn't do that, maybe I should just do 3 worlds and just continue on, but then again, it makes things like a lot longer. This path here is the path we're going to have to come back to in cycle 3. You can see like the mushrooms are only half grown, they'll be fully grown by cycle 3, and then we'll be able to access every single part of the mushroom forest. That's like the last path that actually has to grow, which is kind of nice. So, just gonna kill this Oshu quickly. I hate these things, they're really annoying. These things pop up very randomly in different worlds, and they're always such a pain in the ass to defeat. Just my opinion anyways. Just like the first time, we should be able to finish this video very, very quickly. Hopefully. In less than 15 minutes at the very least. I won't be showing the boss battle either, I don't think. The boss battle is the same in cycle 2 and 3, so... Cure myself. I could pick up that clear stone, but meh, it's kind of a waste. I'm gonna completely ignore that Aramon. I don't feel like dealing with it right now. Pick up my artifact. Hedgehog should be easy to defeat. Get over here. Thank you. And of course I get nothing. That pisses me off when they don't drop anything. It's like, oh come on. I defeated you for nothing, but you always take that risk. It's like you either take the risk of not defeating enemies and not getting any drops and just depending on treasure chests, or you spend a lot of time defeating an enemy and then it gives you absolutely nothing, which also really sucks. Up here again is where the Moogle home is. We don't need to visit the Moogle home, but there's a chest, which again has nothing, which is a very, very cheap rip. I mean, our bag's not full, so I don't really understand why it's not giving us anything. But I might as well destroy these while I'm here, because I can't use them anyways. I couldn't use the salad, and I couldn't use the shield, because like I said earlier, they're not for me, so... and that was the last treasure chest, which was disappointing, because when it came down to it, we didn't really get anything from this world. The 2 kind of crafts that we got, which had potential to be really, really good and help us, we couldn't use, so that's a bummer. bronze gloves. I can't use those either. Those are for lilties. Oh, I hate that about this game sometimes. I mean, but then when you get something that's actually for your character, you're like, oh, sweet, I can actually use this. But for the most part, sometimes you get some really crappy stuff. I'll have to see what the other world's treasures are like. Maybe there's something better out there. But yeah, again, it's still fairly simple. I mean, there's nothing extremely difficult or amazing about the Mushroom Forest. It's just you get that one new path, and the boss changes a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will show him this time, and then I won't show him in the third cycle, and we'll just like really speed run through this place a third time around. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, I want to finish this in one video, so I'm gonna go ahead, ignore those guys, because, the hell with it, I'm not gonna save anyways, and they probably won't give me anything. And we'll go ahead and we'll see Marlboro for the second time. We'll try again next year, it's no big deal. Or the next time we come here, rather. We won't be able to come here next year, you know what I mean. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we get for mail. Since I completed another drop without showing it on camera, what I'll do is I'll show you the letter we got last time as well. Alright, so our mother really likes to send us letters, Jesus. So this letter she sent us last time was about Mars Pass. When you reach the pass, don't forget to drink the water. I hear it's the finest. It may have a bad aftertaste, but you know that means it's good for you. Okay. And then this one's about a fruit seed. You know that fruit seed that you sent? We already planted some. Do you want us to take them out and plant the new one? I guess if you send seeds multiple times, like you send a bunch of fruit seeds or a bunch of vegetable seeds, they'll actually take the tree they have and plant a new one. But I'm not really interested. I mean, my character likes rainbow grapes, and I don't really see what the point is in planting a new tree, because it'll take I think it'll take 2 years, so let's just even out our money. Give them some gil. Hey, it's only 32 gil, but it's the thought that counts. We'll send that off, and then we will be done. And it's gonna go to the year 4 segment, and we're not doing year 4. Next time when we come back, we'll probably go ahead and do the Mine of Catherigs. But let's go ahead and see what this is. Take physical damage. Well, I did a good job of doing that, that's for sure. 158. Yeah, I get the highest score for something that was completely negative. That's awesome. Alright, so we got strength +3. That's actually really good. Magic +1, defense +3, an ancient potion, a defense +1, and strength +1. Well, I think I'm gonna take defense actually for a change. Alright, so that's the end of this video. Like I said, next time we'll probably go to the Mine of Catherigs, so thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all later.